Does it work yet? Flipping hell. This has just gone from bad to worse. Hello! The mic's working now. Again, this happened in Brazil, I think, for ILR as well, after the mic just doesn't want to work for me. This costs a lot of money. Anyway, yeah, hello, welcome to the finale. You know, if I wasn't late enough already, now I'm really late. And, yeah, mic. I'm not impressed. Anyway, welcome. Had to replug it in about 5 times there, but we are getting there. It's a bit like Andy's issue with his PS4, except it's the mic, not the disc, that's screwing me over. Anyway, yeah, hello, welcome to the last race of Season 4, here in Abu Dhabi for ILR2, and yeah, welcome to qualifying, and hello to everyone who's here. And apologies once again for the mic. I need to really have a look at this after the race and see what the hell's wrong with it, because it's now twice in as many weeks this has gone wrong on me. And like I say, this thing costs a lot of money. I'm not particularly impressed. Anyway, Jake is currently top, as you would expect. Now that there's no real chance of him winning the title, he's suddenly going to get really good, isn't he? Although anyone who remembers pre-season will know that Jake being first is possibly the worst thing that can possibly happen here, because just where Scott is coming through now, we saw Jake and Tom, I believe it was, have, well, caused possibly the biggest accident in ILR history in the pre-season race here at the start of F1 2018, so hopefully we don't see that again. And yeah, this is the very last race, by the way, of Season 4. All the other tiers have been finished and done with, all the Thursday tiers, ILR1, it's all coming down to this, so yeah, the very last action we'll get this season, apart from all of the extra little events afterwards, like the Race of Champions, Race of 10, for all the sprint lobbies and all that. So yeah, while the competitive side is all over for this season, after this race, I do think plenty still to watch afterwards in the coming weeks, and then we're off for about a month back at the start of April for Season 5, so hopefully I'll give everyone a chance to be refreshed and ready for what could be a very interesting shortened calendar, and one season that could yeah, produce some many interesting results. But yes, like I say, it is Jake up in first with Ollie second. We've got 2 Cybers in the second row. Once again, another tier where the Cybers are just so much better than ILR3. For God's sake. And Senna Mercedes out there as well. He's on Ultras. You'd expect either Hypers or Ultras to be the tire to go with. And by the way, I was talking to Weisig yesterday, and he says if he wins this race today, he'll keep on league racing, so everyone needs to be on Weisig's side today, because we gotta keep the guy. We gotta keep the guy. Nah, he's not leaving us. So, yes. Anyone on a lap? Zeta Mercedes, he's out there, but he's, was that invalid? I think it was, because he would have been right up there in, like, 5th. Or even 4th possibly. It's so close between 3rd really and all the way down to, I guess, 15th. Not much improvement can put you a long way up. I mean, especially look at that. Even like the top 10 all the way to 7th is only 2 tenths. So I mean, a lot of interesting gaps out there. So plenty to go with. Yeah, and if you haven't noticed, I am the only commentator here. Soup's away doing stuff. I don't know what he's doing actually, but he's not here, which is the point. And yeah. Tried to get a few more people in there, but unfortunately no one was able to, which is sad. So yeah, you're going to have to be stuck with me for a little less time you were expecting, because the mic wasn't working at the start, which is good. But, but apart from that, yeah, stuck with me. So apologies. Yeah, Will's clearly got the answers there about what Soup's doing. I shall not repeat it, but he's got the answers. Fair enough. He knows his stuff. The young man. Who's spending too much time with his phone in the pits. He needs to be getting back out on track. And yes, Matter's in the chat, but he's not in the commentary box. I'm triggered about that. We nearly got him in there last minute, but yeah. Well. Anyway, goodies out in his out lap. We got Joseph out there. I think he's starting his lap now in his Haas. This here is the most difficult corner on the track. It's where we saw most of the returns from ILR5 anyway. And it's where we saw Paul at the end of his battle with me hit the wall on the last lap of ILR3. So it's yeah, it's a very difficult corner, and certainly one to be keeping an eye on. And yeah, we'll certainly be seeing people making his history there, and that's probably why we saw Jake and Tom have that horrifying accident in the pre-season race, which I will never stop going on about because it was that funny and wise legs out of the session. And I think with that, I think it's the end of his ILR career, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, Marty's saying get in. I mean, I've given you invites, so come on. Unless Paul's given me the wrong, what do you call it, username, because I may have forgotten which one they were using, because you used more than one. But yeah, Marty, you can get in here. Then get in here. You need. I can't give you invites though. I don't know why. I'm terrible at giving invites to people. But Super's confirming what he was doing, but I once again will not repeat it. And let's go watch some other people. Let's watch Jake, because he's made it through the cancer section of the track, and we'll probably be looking to go on pole. I wonder if there's who else is out there though. Jochen's a bit further on. The Champ's just about to start one. Malditis. Yeah, okay, we'll follow Jochen then. Although he is on 0. Is he's just preparing maybe to go again? Yeah, he's preparing to go again. Onyx there, P2 on the Ultras, so that's good for him. We'll take it. Sent it to ILRT matter. I'm pretty sure. And I think you can just join the session for the party. Or at least I really hope you can, because I don't think anyone gave you any invites. So yeah. See if you can join for the party. But yeah, we'll chat about that. But first of all, Jake might have just bottled up there. He's had a bit of a slide. But I think the fact he's that far ahead, it may not matter. He's already 2.5 tenths ahead. Then again, that is over an ultra soft driver. It's only a quarter of a second over an ultra soft driver, so maybe we could see someone beating. But we'll find out. Maybe he comes to the end of his lap. Qualifying is now over. The final qualifying session of the ILR season. Jake comes to the line. Any improvement? Yes, but not massive, if I'm honest. There's Shams out there. We'll see how he gets on. Malditis as well. So, a lot of people. Oh dear, Malditis, you're taking the very wide line there. Maybe not the best one to take. Champ's in a bit of traffic potentially if that is one of the Mercedes ahead of him. But here's Malditis through the last corner. He's been really exceeding track limits quite a bit, hasn't he? And to the line, must have been invalid. Yeah, well, of course it's invalid. And Onyx has broke his front wing after going third. His teammate, Alice Killer, of a teammate of Jake, is now second. Ollie coming to the end. There is Shamp coming to the end. Oh, look at that for a slide. To the line. P7. And Ollie in the last corner. Is he going to take the front row lockout away? Yes! By 7/1000 of a second. Ollie takes pole here in Abu Dhabi. And he left it right to the last. Although Mr. Costa is still there. Is there anything that he can do? And we'll see. Let's find out. In the last 3 corners, Costa is he about to take the McLarens completely up the front row? Let's see. Invalid. And so ends the final qualifying of the season, and it's Ollie who takes it at the very last by just 7/1000 of a second. So pretty impressive. Back in 1 second, because I may not be friends with Matter and not. Oh dear. Don't take it as anything personal. Oh god, there's been an accident. There's been an accident. I think there's more than one car down there as well. Someone's done. That's a horrifying accident. Anyway, that is qualifying. And if Matter's able to join now, that'd be fantastic, because we've got about 5 minutes to the race start now. I think I've sent him party invites. I shall send more if he needs them. I shall send at least one more, I guess. I don't know if I can send him any lobby invites. I'm sure someone else can do that though for me. And I sent him an invite. Yeah, I can't. How do I send an invite? Not able to send any invites. Anyway, yeah, Ollie on pole from Jake and Alice Killer. That is your top 3, and McLaren certainly looking very good. But it has to be said, Alice Killer, he's looking the strongest. Amar has joined us. I don't know if you can get into the lobby through just party though. I don't know. Guess we'll see. Ah, what a shame it's not raining for Abu Dhabi. Of all the races, you know. It's really expecting that. Anyway, have we got a working mic? Hello. Are you able to get in through the party? So, not in or in? Alright, so you'll be a little bit behind, but I guess it's okay. So, yeah, welcome. Yes. You've had an upgrade. Yes. And everyone's getting away in their formation laps now. But as I was saying in the commentary just beforehand, we've got 3 people in the top 10 on Hypersauce. So there are some ultras in that top 10. And then we've got a bit of a mix outside the top 10. But that's going to be different. I'm going to see many different strategies. I don't know what strategy you use in ILR3. I just sort of went with a one-stop, I think, ultras to supers. And it worked okay. Yeah, you'd imagine so. Yes, I mean, I lost points thanks to penalties. It was so depressing. I had that great battle with Paul and then losing it on penalties. Yeah. So, I just need to check back on my matches because I'm pretty sure Weisig did tell me that if he wins this race, then he won't leave. If I somehow win on Sunday, I will continue league racing, he says. He's 18th. He sort of has to do a Cliffy, doesn't he? He's fighting for his league racing career here, quite literally, so this will be fun. Well, I think Jake's gonna win just for banter reasons. Really, he needs to take another win. I have to yet see him win because I haven't been able to see him win once in my whole life. The 1 week he did win, he wasn't. I wasn't here. It was Evil and Soup in the comms. It was Russia, so I need to witness him win at some point. But I would also say ILS Killer is going to be right in there, and possibly even Onyx as well. It really could be anyone's. You. Oh, is your voice not being heard?
Hello, I'm back. Hello.
Right, good.
Right.
Well, the lights
been talking for the last half hour.
Yes, lights are on. Lights are on. And they get away. Looks like a good start from Jake. He's on the inside already. Could ever go into turn 1. Although I'm already getting flashbacks of pre-season, as I mentioned many times today. And he didn't go for it. Ollie then keeps the lead. And we've still got the McLarens 2 and 3. All liner stern through turn 3. But it looks like Will's already making a move on the inside there of Alice Killer. And possibly even on Jake as well. He had a look and he's been tapped a bit. There's a bit of a Constantino effect. But they all look like they've got through alive anyway. And Paco as well looking at trying to get past Alice Killer. So not the best start from the two McLarens. They probably could have been running a little higher than that. Especially if Jake had a little bit more bravery. But yeah, definitely all going for it on the first lap. 3 abreast and taking out the braking boards. And that's a bit of a dive bomb there from Corey. He's hit the back of Will. Broken front right end plate. And yeah, they're all still going for it. Zena Mercedes trying to find his way through. Alice Killer about to fall down to 7. And we got Will, I think, was a bit closer at one point to getting past on Jake. But it looks like Banana Time and Scott and Joseph possibly have all had incidents. So it's all going on. Oh, that's Zena Mercedes. Zena Mercedes is a bit lost. He's in Narnia there. He's having to reverse back on.
Oh, yeah. I've just seen it on the stream.
Yes, not
So
great.
well, that's a great start to the last race of the season for him.
Yes. Oh, but on his time he did get past him, so that's not the yellow flag. I think that's just been cleared. And yes, apart from that, I mean, most of them got through there okay. The gap is lying
Pretty
between.
close at the front.
The gap is lying, by the way, between that top three. It's not nearly as close as it looks.
Okay.
As Joseph retires, and you can see where he's ended up. He's gone a little bit wrong at the end of the lap. But Paco, that gap is also lying, unfortunately. The gap's now probably still not 3/10. I don't think that's 3/10 at all. But I don't know. The game's not very good at judging gaps, it appears.
Yeah, as its
Because
problems,
Jake,
doesn't it?
Jake is currently just a few tenths behind the leader, but the game says he's 1 minute 38 behind the leader. So, yeah,
Yeah.
the gaps are a little bit useless.
Azio Yeats has got a penalty then.
Oh.
Is that the first penalty of the race? So, good start.
Rashanth, he lost a couple of places. I don't know really where he lost them, but he's definitely got a lot of cars putting pressure on behind. And they've got to go free abreast to get into there. And you got Yeet on the inside, hitting Joachim a little bit through the corner. And yeah, I mean, that's proper close. I'm surprised Rashanth didn't get involved there actually, but we've got a proper train. And this could get saucy into the chicanes.
Mr. Costa was pretty close as well. And out into the chicane. So, let's see if he can capitalise on it.
Yeet had a look, but in that chicane you just cannot go side by side for very long. It just ends up in a bit of a mess. And what's into the back? Broken front wing there for Yeet, and a bit of contact as well into the wall. Costa can't quite capitalise, but Yeet now damaged, may fancy a pit stop. He's on the ultras, so it's a bit early. Will he just have to brave it out maybe and just try and salvage a one stop? But that front left is certainly broken on his front wing. And he's already understeering off the track. Look, he's struggling quite a bit there.
Well, let's see if he can try and keep with the pack really. And if he starts losing grip, then losing time, then he needs to. I think he needs to pit. But it's a race ruined so far. But see if he can hold on.
So DRS enabled now. It's lap 3, and Jake is within the DRS range of Ollie. He's going to get 2 DRS zones because he's not going to catch here in the first one. It'll just set him up for the second one if he fancies going for a move. You can see how much he closes in there. And yeah, as long as he gets his braking right, he can possibly think about a move on the second straight. The gap's about 0.5 of a second. Possibly not quite close enough unless he's brave enough to go for on the outside or something, but we saw on lap 1 he wasn't particularly interested in going for moves. So he's just going to sit back.
It's difficult to make a move around here. Some people defend the outside, and it really turns to the inside.
Oh, we've got 2 cybers side by side.
Team orders? Maybe not. It's the last race of the season, so no team orders. I don't think they're enjoying the battle.
Joachim on the Super Zen getting by Rashanth from the Hyper, so maybe the Hyper's not working out as well as expected.
No. Yeah, heat on the tyres is a bit. Oh, we nearly hit the back of it, or on my stream anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, it depends on if you control the tyre at times. If you can't, then you're going to struggle like he is now. If you can, you've got the speed as well. You're really doing really well.
So Yeet did decide to pit there. Yeet did decide to pit, so his race a bit ruined then. He couldn't hang on.
Yeah. And then it supers to the end. It's going to be close. But I think he's just got to try it, hasn't he? Yeah.
Well, he's sort of got no choice, does he really now? Like Jake is his gap is now 0.5 this time round compared to 7 the lap before. So let's see if he goes for it now. Closing up 0.2 the gap, just stays behind into the chicane because he gives him the second bite of DRS in the exit. He'll put his EOS right up, you'd imagine, and we'll see if he has another go at it. Up to overtake mode and running that energy right down. He probably won't get too many attempts at this before he has to start saving. Ollie defends on the outside and Jake has a look on the inside. Is there any way through? I think he's actually going to get through right on the outside. I think Ollie just sort of backed off there, let him go. So it is Jake then into the lead of the race, and it was a rather easy move at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think probably they don't want to really battle too much because they know they need to take these hypers to last. So I think probably that might have been the case.
I wonder if they're just worried
But
about the Ultra guys behind, because look at them, they're both into
yeah,
DRS now, so maybe they just feel it's better to not race that hard and risk losing more places.
I think that might be the case because once these tyres are gone, they're gone. There's no. It's not like F1 2017 or anything previous games. It's once you overheat them, a little spin, anything like that, a little battling, you're done for. So I think whoever's got the fastest pace in at the moment, it's Jake. Let him go. And see if you can handle. Save your tyre, save your ERS, and just come back. And, we'll see. Will's close as well.
Issue is here, Ollie's just 5 tenths behind Jake, and of course that's the same gap that Jake used to pass, so we'll see how much he closes. Obviously he has Will and Paco all going to be chasing him down as well, so this is going to be just getting closer and closer. You see Alice Killer as well there in the background, under pressure from Onyx, and he makes a bit of a dummy to the inside line, and does he get that one done? Yes, he does. And up into 5th. And since these guys are all in DRS, there's just nowhere really they can make the move. No matter how close Paco's going to get there to Will, there's not going to be a move happening there, unless it's really a mistake.
Ultra soft runners have just, if they can stay behind, save the DRS, and then once the hyper soft runners, Jake and Ollie have pitted, then they can push. But I think don't risk too much because you're on the better strategy. But yeah, it's whoever blinks first, really. We'll see.
I noticed there Shanth had already pitted off his hypers, so he's on to ultras. So we want to get rid of them nice and early. We saw him when he was passed by his teammate who was on supers, so certainly was struggling. But look at this, the two ultra soft runners are arguably closer to each other than they are actually to the hypers, which isn't really ideal. I mean, Jake's already sort of getting away from them. It's now after 6 tenths, and sooner Ollie falls into the clutches of Will, then you'd imagine Jake actually will probably end up getting away from these guys. But we'll see again, as we've seen lots of penalties. By the way, we've got banana time, 5 seconds stop go there for corner cutting, so a lot's happening there behind.
Well, I know I just said just hold back, but you're losing time now to Jake. Could you try and pull a dummy on Ollie if I was Will, and try and break out that DRS? Because I've used that tactic in ILR3 in the past this season, and I've winning a train, and I've gone for the inside, broke a bit later, and it's messed up the guys running ahead, and it's lost them a bit of time when they were getting DRS before. And obviously next time round when they obviously don't have DRS, it's obviously easier for me to make that move. So yeah, what we'll do here, we'll see.
Like Ollie got caught on the curb, didn't he?
Yeah.
He lost a lot. I wonder if we'll see a pit stop, because obviously, I mean, undercut, they have to be thinking about that as well. Maybe Ollie fancies getting in earlier, escaping this. Is it too early? Will they want to go? Oh, Joachim, where's he went? Oh, that's a big one. That could be a safety car, but I don't think it's going to be a safety car out, although he is on the racing line. Is that a Mercedes?
So it could be a VRC, but no, it's not a yellow anymore, even though. Okay.
Yeah, Costa pitted.
So Costa's in the pit. So
I wonder they hit each other.
Might have been something with them too. He's on. It's an ultra, so it's a pretty early pit stop. So it's definitely got caught up somewhere or someone.
So Ollie now nearly out of DRS. I assume he's going to get away minimal off the back of Jake now, and this surely has to be Will's chance. These two are going to have to pounce. Either Paco or Will are going to have to go for a move at some point now, because they're just being held up now. Their race is being a little bit ruined.
Paco's got a load of VRS and he's just sitting there waiting for Will to make the move, and if not, then if Will makes a mistake, he's going to pick up the pieces.
Well, we've seen already, really, from the few races we've seen Paco, is that he's probably one of the best drivers on the grid at the moment. If he'd been there all season, he could well have been in this title fight, but as it stands, he's just stuck in 4th place. He needs to sort of, prove himself for next season, show us what we were looking forward to. Maybe title fight next season for him. But yeah, we'll see how he handles the train.
Yeah, he's doing well. Just needs to keep his focus. And, yeah, and once the Jake and Ollie do it, then can he, take that?
So yeah, Ollie did what I expected. Really, he had to, didn't he? At some point, he was just holding them guys up now.
Yeah. So and that releases Will and Paco then.
Should be the purples.
Let's see what the pace is like then.
And it is the purple ultra soft tyres going on then. And now Paco's got himself a golden opportunity to pass. He's only 3 tenths back. Will with no DRS, although he has just creeped into that DRS range.
It's going to be close though, I think.
He's there by about half a tenth at the minute. We'll see. And he's just about went out of it, has he? He did, but he was already he already had it, if you get what I mean. He'd fallen out of it at the right time.
So this does help Will, but then again Paco is closer to Will than Will is to James, so
Paco, he cleverly sort of backed out of the DRS there. He didn't want to go for the move because he knows Will is more vulnerable down here, but I wonder if he just backed off too much because he's now not close enough to think about the move, and Will had no DRS. That was possibly Paco's best chance there.
Yeah, I think probably is he thinking of long term, so if he does overtake Will, it's more battle, Will is going to waste time.
Bananas time.
Ollie would just bid, so.
Turn 3. First car we've seen. Yeah, I know. First time we've seen him up there today, in the race anyway. And he's flying about quite a lot, having some fun, and Malditis and Tim Vega swap places as well.
2 runner boys.
Jake stays out again for another lap, so with Ollie in clean air, that you'd expect would probably be helping him quite a lot. He's 4 seconds behind Wiselig, so he's got plenty to work with. And look how close Paco's getting. He's practically pushing Will free. He's still got no DRS to Mercedes driver. And you can see being stuck behind Ollie seems to sort of worn him down.
Yeah, well, Paco's got a full bar ERS near enough now. So I think this is the moment now that Will's going to be definitely looking in his mirrors.
Well, let's see then.
Where does he make the move? Does he make the move after the first straight, or does he make the move on the second straight? We'll see. Well,
I mean, in my battle with Paul, Paul passed me down here, but then you just get switchback so easy. But we'll see what Paco does. He's on the inside. We should see Will go for a cutback. He'll take the wide entry and then just floor it, you'd imagine, and we'll see how he gets it done. But he missed the apex. He misses the apex there, and Paco might just be through. But we'll see. 3 tenths still the gap. He's closing quite quickly. Is there anywhere to go? Is he going to stick it up the inside? No. So Paco does get into P2 then. And Will loses out, and Jake's still out there, 8 tenths clear. Will he pit this lap? You sort of expect he might with Ollie, being out there, flying.
So, Ollie now.
Although Ollie is about to get to Wiselig, I wonder how difficult that'll be to pass, depending on where he catches. Jeez, look at this.
Help Jake out, but it might hinder. So.
Paco caught right up to Jake there before he pitted. I mean, he's flying already.
Sure, pit now, yeah. Jake's in the pit now, so. Yeah, that releases Paco and Will's just a bit of a slide. So. Yeah. Jake's picked up another penalty. Right stuff. So where will Jake come out?
Ooh, one stop. Yeah. That's a one stop. That tells me one stop. He's going on to the supers. Ollie is a mile and a half clear of him, but it's a one stop.
Supers.
That's doable. He's done 10. He's done 9 on the hypers. So.
Yeah, no, so.
He's fallen.
He's obviously going to be slower, but he'll have the better strategy because he will have to put another again. And we're losing 20 seconds with that. So. Yeah.
Oh, we've got Zeta Mercedes having been turned around there. In 9th, does he still keep the place on Corey? He might get him on the exit, but he did spin off, so may not have as much grip as you'd expect. Ollie on the inside, passing Wiselig, and getting through.
He's got to get past this traffic as quickly as possible. But, well, he's a pit stop behind Ollie at the moment. Big pit stop behind Jake in the next few laps, so. a victory. He's moving seventh at the moment. I don't think it's on the cards. And I
Yeah.
think Wisely is
We've been bye-bye to him.
Wisely. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Ah, well. He'll do a sweep, he'll change his mind, he'll come back.
yeah. Do it to handle.
Yeah. And looks
Yeah,
like
might take,
Paco.
11 rounds in the season, so
Yes, it's a short season, so I guess there's no harm in staying. Unless you really don't like the game.
yeah. We'll see. But yeah, Paco still leads the way then. He's opened that gap to Will, so
It's about to lap banana
Paco's showing
time.
the panic, so.
It's about to lap him. I mean,
Well, has Banana Time scored any points this season?
I don't know. I don't think he might. I don't think he has. If I'm honest, I don't remember.
So, okay, so
You know,
see you in ILR next season.
I'll see him in ILR4. I'll see him in ILR4. Oof.
Spoilers. I'm supposed to release anything.
Oh dear. But no, but I don't think Banana Time scored in a while, if at all. You know, obviously in ILR3 we talk about how bad Paul's start of the season was, but I mean, if you look across all the tiers, Paul actually hasn't had the worst season in the tier. It would surprise you.
Yeah.
I think Bill scored a single point in ILR5 before he got demoted. He's now scoring podium finishes in ILR6, which gives me and Paul hope for falling down to ILR4. But yeah.
We'll see how that goes next season. Yeah, but it's whoever's most consistent, really.
Yeah.
You get top 6 positions or top 5 positions majority of every race, then you're going to be within a shout of the championship.
No, this is going to be interesting. We've got the top 4 into the pits. So will they be able to jump Jake, because this is one stopper against one stopper? Paco was ahead. He'd made some good time on Will. Jake, you can see him there passing him as he goes under the bridge, Paco, so he's going to have to do a little bit of work, but I still see him possibly getting back past again. Will is nowhere really, and Onyx is nowhere. I think
he's retaking the lead then, but again, he's got to pit again. So, yeah. Goody's still out on those ultras. Is he going to pit? Is he going to pit this lap? Because he's going to keep on losing time.
Here comes Jake on Wiselig. Obviously, Jake, I think, is still trying to sail second in the championship today. I think Wiselig's one of the people he's fighting against, but as you can see, he's got so much more pace anyway. I think, I don't know if the challenger standings, but I'm pretty sure Jake will probably get second anyway. I mean, look at him, he's going past Wiselig and he's into the net lead once again.
Yeah, he's gone past Wiselig, like he's not there.
Yeah.
So, that's a Kimi Räikkönen-esque driving at the moment.
Yeah, he's having a...
Bar USA and bar a couple of rounds last year. But, yeah, you get what I mean.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Bush, currently in 10th then, Corey still in 9th. Yeah, it's a bit of a train for me.
Yes.
But I'm sure Ali's killer will soon pull away, but yeah.
Oh, by the way, I didn't notice this actually, but just the fact that it looks like Jake has actually pulled a good second possibly on Paco after coming out of the pits. I don't know. It's difficult to judge gaps between drivers, but I think that was about 1.5 when they came out. So I don't know if Jake's warmer tyres.
He's still out. Those tyres are a bit older, so if Paco catches Wisely at the one moment,
well, I mean,
he's still in sector 1, so it should be too hard really.
Got to be seeing some team orders.
If you caught him in sector 3, then you're losing time. He's lost a bit of time there. Not happy. But
oh dear.
Oh,
that's interesting. He's going off the track to make the overtake back, and does that count? Does he get to keep that?
Well,
we'll see.
He doesn't have to let him go through, but
I mean, he did exceed the limits, didn't he? He went all onto the blue.
Yeah.
All the overtaking move. Kept him on the racing line, I guess. But Isaac a little stunned, I imagine, by that one, as I am anyway as well.
Probably a bit like USA.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it is surprising how much you can cut this track. That's what I found.
Yes.
If you can get it right, you can cut it so much.
Yeah.
You know, strict. So somewhere in the next game they've got to try and fix it.
There's a lot they got to fix in the next game, that's the issue.
No, they're not. No.
Ooh, so Paco then fastest out the race, gap 1.7 between him and Jake, and well, I said you just when the race started, I haven't ever seen Jake win on track before. I've seen it taken away from him cruelly so many times, and the one time he did win on track, I missed it. And
Yeah, so
oh damn it, I'm gonna miss it again, aren't I? Look at that gap, it's falling very quickly. And Will gets past Wisek as well.
Fresher tyres, so yeah, it's fresher tyres, probably a quicker driver. Or better pace, not a quicker driver, but more better pace at the moment. Yeah.
Well,
so
I mean,
Paco's to lose at the moment.
Well, so the good news with Jake is that somehow he's going up to ILR1 next season, so he'll want to leave here on a high, but I imagine he'll probably take second place. But if the win's there, we'll see if he can fight for it. But he's led this race basically from start to now, if you count net lead anyway. And he isn't really fancying getting rid of it soon, but look at his ERS, he's burnt that the whole way down, and Paco still catches on 0. And yeah. Come on.
Get picked up a penalty now, so
yeah.
That's his chances of victory gone today.
Just a bad strategy call, wasn't it? It just didn't have the pace to make it work.
No.
I've seen in other leagues, it literally goes down to the last lap if you have enough pace. The two stops so risky, and yeah, we're seeing here it not working particularly well. Of course, there's a safety car, something that he could just pit maybe then, but that would have to be so situational. It's
you see
hold on.
With,
Yellow flags.
That was in the racing, right?
Could get a wish here, although I don't think anyone's actually off.
Probably be a virtual safety car more than anything, really.
I don't think that was for anyone, that yellow flag, unless Banana Time had another issue.
Letting go someone, yeah. Oh. So, someone might have had a little bit of a spin or something. Yeah.
So Paco
might have been Banana's time.
Even he's 47 seconds off, and no offence to him, but it's probably quite likely.
Yeah. He's probably doing some donuts.
Yeah. So Paco then, this is his first opportunity. He's not going to be close to get him down here, but certainly if he can just get the run, he'll be alright. So
Jake a bit moving down the straight there.
Paco was a bit shaky on the rear end, may not actually catch up, and Jake, as you said, is weaving a little bit on the straight there, which it's helping to break the toe, means that he keeps the lead, and I'm sure he'll desperately be hoping for Will to catch up to this and distract Paco for a while.
Yeah, that's what Will's hoping for as well. He's seeing these two guys ahead. He wants to see them battle. I think this is his chance to get back into the race for victory.
And we're only halfway through this race, so I mean, it's mission impossible, really, isn't it, now for Jake if he can somehow hold him back for the rest of the race. It'll need some insane defensive skills. Hope he was watching my ILR3 clip against Paul. Take some tips from there.
But if going with Paco, I don't know what the warning state is at the moment. If someone they make a mistake.
I haven't seen any penalties pop up from him yet. I don't really want to check either because you can see it change at any moment here.
Yeah, just anything. There could be one warning away from picking up a penalty, and that's race thrown away, really.
Right, so Jake needs to sort of perform some magic tricks if he wants to stay ahead now, because Paco is already under 3/10 and he's only putting DRS on now. Jake waves once again.
That's it.
And where is he going to be then? On the inside. He's going to go for the exit. He should have a good exit. Will is going to be rubbing his hands together with glee as he sees all this happening. Side by side, Jake versus Paco. Jake on the outside. If he can just stick it around the outside, he'll get the inside for the next chicane. If he isn't already fully ahead, which he is. So Jake defends it. But boy, is that running his ERS and probably his fuel to nothing.
Yeah, yeah, he burnt a lot of ERS.
And
just
yeah,
to be in this position to run.
Will is nice sat right there. He's closer to, or at least he was closer to Paco than Paco was to Jake. Points are all very close, and if we see any more side-by-side action, we could even see, as you say, Jake or Will right back into the action.
But yeah, Paco would have learned from that attempt to overtake Jake on there. Like, that didn't work. Right, next plan. You know, just gotta try something different now.
12 laps, he's got to figure out what he's going to do. So, well, obviously, Ollie, we say it's sort of over for him, but that fighting means he's 6.5 seconds clear. When he pits, he'll only have to make it about 12 seconds, and I mean, Jake's tyres are going to be done, let's be honest, by the end. So, you never know, Ollie could have a chance.
Worse in that battle. So,
recently out of the race. I'm going to quickly check what that is before we get any moves. I can't see him, so we'll just go back to lead battle, which isn't really a battle at all. Actually, they're not really going for it. I think Paco, as you said, is just getting ready to try something different. He's setting up a move, but he's not really got the best exit. Is it going to be close enough? Is he going to have to go for an ambitious move? As Jake goes to weave once again to bit the toe. If anything, that's slowing him down. Paco has to launch it around the outside, and he does it. And he gets into the lead. Jake cuts the corner and gets a penalty, and Paco into the net lead then of the race. And Jake really was just defenceless at that point. We've got Costa side by side as well with Yates getting himself ahead, and looks like Will as well. Will gets Jake as well. So Jake's really falling through the field. But Paco already 1.1 clear. And Ollie pitting.
His plan now is try and hold on to those, save a bit of ARS, probably. I think. Obviously, Ollie's in the pits now, so. Yeah.
Right, and so we need to see how far behind he is from Paco. It's going to be 6 lap fresher ultras. I don't know. Is he going to catch? Is it maybe a podium even that he could have a chance at? Let's see how far off the lead he is as he comes out. At the minute, it's going to be about 15 seconds, isn't it? 13 and a half. Yeah, 13 to 14 seconds. So, I don't know.
He's got 10 laps to close in.
This will be interesting. Because we've got Onyx now joining this battle for the lead as well. We've got the top 4 all in DRS of each other. And Paco now could be the one under some pressure having to make their moves. He's now the one with no DRS, and Will is indeed catching him. And so, after Will looked a little bit slower in the first stint, he's well and truly in the fight now. And Jake isn't falling away either, and Onyx is only just joining the fold. So these all just start fighting. Maybe Alice Killer, Ollie could have a chance still. Yellow's in sector 1, which is for Maledictus, who spins out of the race, and that'll end his season. He broke his front wing as well, so must have been having a trip to the barriers. And Yeet as well. Was there more yellows? Don't know, but we've got Yeet on the inside of Tim Vague. On the inside, ultras, fresh ultras versus the wearing supers, and that was sort of no battle, was it?
No, not really. Yeah.
And Lenny,
one of those you just don't fight it.
Lenny with the classic Owen in the chat. You've only got one more race before I have to start bullying you, so I would shush. Because I get to bully you every race next season now. It's going to be great fun. Anyway, Onyx, look at him. Onyx is on the back of Jake. He's now got no DRS, so Jake is just struggling for grip out there. The 2 extra laps still seem to really be costing quite a lot here, and we could be seeing even the podium slip away from him. And Onyx.
Essentially, this could have worked this strategy for Jake, but at the moment it's not, is it?
It's worked for everyone else.
Could lose out to Ollie at the end of the day.
Well, here comes Onyx. On the outside, side by side, we'll see Jake go for the exit, but he was way too late onto the throttle there. He forgot to go, and so Onyx is well clear. And Will, does he think about the move? He's very close. He dives onto the inside line. Not going to get through on the outside though with the chicane. Maybe just trying to off-put Paco. but it didn't really work. But certainly putting the pressure on. Lenny's asking who the other com is. Apparently he doesn't know who you are, Matter. I think that's it.
No, it doesn't matter, does it?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Jokes.
As The Rock once said, it doesn't matter what you think.
Yes.
Moving on.
Anyway, yeah.
So
well,
we're still behind Paco then.
We've still got 9 laps to go of the season, so he's got plenty of time to work out what he's going to do. And they've got basically equal ERS to work with. It could even just come down to fuel, possibly. But we'll see what they all do. Jake now out of the DRS of Onyx, who will be hoping to catch up on these two, ideally. And I think Jake's the only guy in this top 4 anyway that has a penalty. And may actually quickly check that out, because I don't see a move happening anytime soon. Paco is on 2 warnings. Will is on a penalty and a warning. Onyx is on 3 penalties. So Jake is still actually on the podium as it stands, and Alice Killer has got 2 penalties. So yeah, surprising me that Onyx has just sort of cut all the corners that are on the track, and that sort of puts him out of contention. But yeah, Will now has to pass him and then make 3 seconds, unless Paco gets one more warning.
Yeah, that penalty at the start, didn't he, early on?
Yeah, he just sort of went a bit kamikaze on all the corners, didn't he?
He's finally found a rhythm, I think. No, he's getting into a rhythm. I think it's just the start, just hurt him a bit, and yeah.
Yes, and Lenny has retracted all the messages asking who's the other com, so he must be a little bit red-faced. Anyway, yeah, certainly branched off now to just a top 2 battle. Ollie is 2.5 seconds off Alice Killer. He's now just 10.5 seconds the lead. I don't know what penalties he has. I didn't actually check his penalties. I don't. Well, he's
He's catching it to Goody as ultras. Could be another position for Wisely, but it's not a victory.
Well, I mean, if you sort of squint your eyes, a 7 can look like a 1.
Yeah, just straight. Yeah, just chop off the left bit and the top bit, and then just turn it. To the left.
Some people probably draw a 1 like that. I'm sure there's someone that draws like that.
Yeah.
Oh. Corey out. Corey, who wants to downgrade as well, goes at the inside, and that's just not really the place to do it, and it's a safety car, so he couldn't do it anyway. And so with Corey then out of the race, he wants to go down into ILR3, so this could be the last to save him, and he's died on the pit entry. How the hell has he done that? And a lot of people speeding under safety car as well, getting some penalties for it.
That's way off the racing line.
Yeah,
so,
I don't get it. We saw a crash on the racing line.
If you want to get a safety car, boys and girls, do it by the pit lane.
Yes. That's I don't get that. But
we found out what triggers the safety car.
So, Senna Mercedes, he pitted. I don't know why he's done that. He's cut through the whole of the chicanes, but he is on to a fresh set of the Ultras in P12. Now, we saw in Brazil a safety car came out at the same sort of time, and people who pitted weren't doing too badly. I mean, this whole field's going to be packed right up. Everyone is now pitting.
Brings Ollie back in.
Everyone's into the pits here. This is going to be fun. We're going to see a lot of hyper sauce here, I imagine. The whole field, I imagine, is pitting. Will Weisig fancy staying out? Go on, lads. You're seeing a win. You're seeing a win right here for you. Will Goody stay out? No, they're all pitting. They're all pitting. Every last one of them. This is going to be a proper dash to the finish, isn't it? And I just
time just stay out for the bans and just stay out.
Yes, he does stay out.
I love the race. I think we just do it.
This is going to be fun. I didn't expect this. You don't really expect safety cars ever. But we've got one. 2 races in a row.
This throws it.
Well, everyone gets a chance to throw everything out. Everyone's going to be right on the back of each other. This is really it. I wonder if that Mercedes...
ARS, on the fastest tyre, so now It's make or break
I'm just
for
wondering.
a lot of those guys.
I'm just wondering, was Zeta Mercedes pitting again? He may have hit the back of the safety car because he came out right on the back of the safety car.
Yeah.
And he's interchanged his front wing.
Yeah, it's surprised he hasn't took his wheel off. So
Now, I need to quickly
he's
check
got
him.
away with it somehow.
I saw some drive-throughs pop up on the screen. I need to check if he got any. Because I don't think they can take them under safety car, can they? So they may fall out of contention. So we'll quickly check on that. We've got 3 drive-through penalties. Two for Scott. 1 for Costa. And yeah, Zeta Mercedes got a warning for hitting the safety car, so that's why he's back in the pits. So Scott's to take 2 drive-through penalties. F
So,
in the chat there. Oh dear.
Oh. Generally happens to Scott, doesn't it?
Now, Banana Town, look at him, he's been lapped. You're not allowed to unlap yourself. I don't think the game lets you do that. So, oh dear.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. Now that I think the safety car's got to the leader, so yeah. I think if the safety car hadn't put it to the leader, I think we'd been able to. But...
Well, there's still a lot of people to catch up. Actually, we've still got well, Yeet, Tim, Scott, and Zero is all to catch up, and the safety car does stay out another lap. Any sign of Banana Times getting past? I don't think he's going to pass. I think you're right there. He's just being stuck behind there.
You try it on the main straight. You just go for it. You know, 14th. You might as well.
Well, what this does as well, for anyone who's got penalties, this could really screw them over.
Yeah. So Will, for instance.
Will, Onyx, Jake, Ollie, Alice Killer, basically everyone.
Yeah.
So really, we just need to wait and see if Paco gets one. I mean, Paco's actually got 3 warnings, but doesn't have a penalty, so it must have been a contact warning or something.
Yeah, something. Yeah, it's time for Paco to just, when the safety car comes in, just keep your focus, try and find that rhythm as quickly as possible. And try not pick up a penalty, but you know, if you can time it right when the safety car restart, then you know, could be ahead and get one in that rhythm.
We could even see some sort of desperate moves, because it's going to be... We're turning this into a 5-lap sprint race here when they all pit.
Yeah.
This is effectively, genuinely, it's effectively a 5-lap sprint race. There's no way to describe it. Because, yeah, they're going to be going for it here. Last 5 laps of the season, they've all got something to prove, really. And this could lead
everyone wants to
to...
be on the podium. Everyone wants to win.
This could lead to a bit of chaos here. Surprised Weisig win on the car. It says Weisig got any penalties, actually. If he doesn't have any penalties, he could find himself up there a little bit. Weisig's got no penalties. He's got no penalties. Goody's got a penalty. Alice has got a penalty. Ollie's got a penalty.
Okay.
They've all got penalties. Apart from... yeah, they've all got penalties.
So,
apart from Paco.
Okay.
Go on, Weisig, lads.
Weisig could.
He's back in it.
Out of nowhere. Been writing him off all race.
Oh, go on.
And,
This is Paco to get some penalties as well. Will could... Oh, everyone... Well, yeah, sorry, Weisig could get this. So, safety car is coming in. It is quite literally a 5-lap sprint. There's no other way to describe it. Everyone's on the hypers except for Scott and Banana Times. And, of course, is Banana Times still there? Banana Times is still actually in the top 3, so he's going to have to move out of the way of these guys.
Pull out, yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Wonder if he does that now.
It could cause some carnage here.
He actually could.
Yeah.
Anyway, safety car peels into the pits. Here we go. DRS is not enabled. Ignore that. It always says that. It's not. Oh my goodness! Banana Times. Talk about getting out of the way. That's how you do it. He nearly crashed.
Oh, okay.
And look at this. He's already causing a bit of a blimmin' move. He's got Jake right up his rear. He's got Ollie as well. He's crashed! Oh my goodness! He's causing all sorts of chaos. And they're all hitting each other.
Oh god.
What on earth was that?
I'll just say that on the stream.
Did he not just... Did he not think it was a good idea to maybe move? Why is Ziggs losing places? No, you can't do this to him. He's fighting for his drive.
Don't worry,
You've got a drive-through. You don't need to fight this. And Will on the inside for the lead. A bit of contact. And on the exit, he's going to do what he couldn't do last time. Side by side for the lead of this race. Here he goes right around the outside. And he's now going to have 4 laps to pull the hell away. But now Paco's coming back. And they're going to go side by side looking for Onyx as well. But Will does take the lead for now. And we've got Costa off in Narnia by the looks of it back there. And it's all going off.
Down to 10th. We're back up to 9th.
And
So
it's now
back there.
side by side with Yeet. Right on the outside. Loses the place. Jake now down to 6th. Maybe 2nd place in the championship could be gone. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll find out.
Yeah, there could be some team orders at McLaren. Maybe not, because it's the last race.
Onyx now on to the back of Paco. Paco's race could be falling away, but he's now already 2.4 ahead of Ollie as a result of banana time, to be honest with you. He really did.
A chance for Will to just pull away now. He needs to pull. That's it.
He really does.
No ifs or buts.
There's no.
He's battling Paco. That's it. He needs to go. There's no ifs or buts about it.
Let's Killer on the back of Ollie now. It's really close to the back of the Williams driver. Anyway, through at the chicane, he looks, but he can't get through. And yeah, I mean, looking behind him, Jairus gets enabled on the next lap, and it's going to cause all sorts of chaos. Ollie, really though, he is just a cork in the bottle right now. As soon as one gets past him, he's just going to get swamped. Onyx, DRS is obviously next day not available, so he's just stuck behind. And, you know, only 3 laps to go at the end of this. I mean, they all sort of need to get moving now. Look at close Alice Killers, but just can't do anything. Look at position change now. Get an idea of how everyone's moving up, because I reckon this will probably change quite a bit. Alice Killer again on the outside, really late on the brakes. That's committed, and gets past on Ollie at last. But then Ollie comes back. Look out for Jake, who's not quite able to get by. But Alice Killer now needs to get the hell down the road and quickly, because there's so much pressure behind as well. Oh my goodness, look how close these guys are. I was saying earlier that after this we get all the 5-lap sprint fun, as Will gets a 2nd penalty. That could be it for him, you know. That could be it.
Yeah, that's it now. He's not going to be able to pull a 6-second gap, or a 3-second gap at least. Guys, and it won't probably fall down as much because of other people have got penalty. But
the whole order's going to change, really, isn't it? I mean, Wisely could still end up 4th. Probably 4th at the end of all this.
Yeah.
Not 1st though, is it? Oh, look at that. Goody and Jake. Goody running outside past the McLaren driver. And it's just not looking great for Jake. He was in the lead a long time ago, if you remember. And, oh, looks like Isaac's being overtaken. Ah, damn it. I think
the Owen curse has struck again.
Yes. I think Zeta Mercedes and Will are not Will. Zeta Mercedes and Isaac are the 2 people actually who are. But oh my goodness! Zeta Mercedes just smashes into the back of Yeet, and look at that. Tim Vega got up to the points. Isaac now suddenly 11th. And as I was trying to say, Isaac and Zeta Mercedes are the 2 drivers. Oh my goodness! There's a Goody as well, 3 abreast. If I can ever get the words out. Zeta Mercedes and Wisdick, the 2 people I think who are trying to pass Jake in the Drivers' Championship. So actually, he should still keep 2nd. That's the point I'm trying to make. But these guys will stop crashing. Oh my goodness, Goody nearly went for it again, and he's giving this a right go, isn't he? I mean, like I say, Wisdick now suddenly out of nowhere out of the points. But it's all going to change at the end. Just wait until the checker flag drops.
It's a great way to end season 4 in ILR2. It's so close. You just don't know who's going to win at the moment.
Yeah, you'd have to say it's going to be Paco. It has to be Paco, right? He's going to win it by about a mile as well, but then when a penalty is being given out at the minute. And he's just keeping his nose clean. It's incredible. And once again, I said earlier, he's looking at a very promising driver for next season. He's really showing his worth at the minute. He's about to take yet another victory. And here comes Goody on the inside of Ollie again. His contact, nearly a spin. And Goody's going to get swamped by a couple of drivers there. He tries to stay close, and there's Tim Vega as well, and there's Sarah Mercedes. They're all side by side here. And look at that, off the track almost goes Jake. I think he was actually off the whole way off, being pushed.
Yeah, he's definitely off there, and he's off again. Oh, okay. A bit of argy-bargy on Main Street. Yeah.
Side by
Joe's not going to be happy with that one.
Oh, I think. Oh, it's been more dive bombs.
Movement as well.
I think 17's Brooks win again there, possibly.
Yes. No. Yeah.
Oh, look at Weislig. What's he going to do? There's no way for 17's to get through. They're going to go side by side. And Weislig, does he just fancy shoving him off the track? He should have forced him a bit wide, back into the points, and shoves him off again. That actually means he'll still go side by side. Onyx gets another penalty, and Weislig now gets pushed off the track. So, yeah, proper argy-bargy between them two for the final point. Although I do think Weislig, like I say, will just move right up the field soon. But final lap then will lead it on the track, but he's not going to win it. Paco, by virtue of just having no penalties, is going to take a rather easy victory in the end of this. And yes, who knows who's going to be on the podium really after that? Because the amount of penalties. Onyx, I think Onyx has got 4 penalties, so he's certainly not safe on there.
Yeah.
So Goody, Goody, Alice, Killer, Ollie, anyone could be on there. It just depends what the penalties are like. And Goody on the inside is almost desperate. Oh, on the inside again. They're really going for it, and like Goody is trying to pass everywhere. Instead of maybe at the smarter places, he's going to let others catch up. No wonder these guys haven't pulled away. Ollie falls surely now down to 7th place because he's going to get Jake past him as well. And Jake himself has a great run on Goody, who defends to the inside line. That keeps Ollie in it. And he may just stay on the inside. A Hulkenberg sash situation. Does he go 3 abreast again? Possibly even 4. We've got Yates. Where's he going to go? He's going to find his way through there. Oh, that's going to be so close. Did they make contact? No.
Is it
not
4 or
quite.
5 wide?
That is... Jesus. And Goody gets by, Yeet does get by, Jake, Ollie off, and he's spinning into Narnia now. He's going to fall right out of the points, and they're still 3 abreast off the track, and they're really going for it side by side. They're going to crash, and they have a lot of contact, but they don't quite die yet. Here comes Will, round the final corner. Here comes Paco. Paco takes the final race of season 4. Will is second. Onyx at the minute's third, but I reckon Alice Killer will take it, which he does. And who on earth is going to be 5th? I think Onyx will be surely 4th. It's 13 seconds between him and his teammate Goody. 5th at the minute. Yeet 6th. Tim Veg, Weisig 5th now. So Tim Veg 6th, Goody 7th, Jake 8th, 7th 9th, Yeet 10th, and my God, Goss 11th, and my voice is gone.
Oh, that was okay. But yeah, that was something else. That is a definite way to end, as always doing some donuts.
Oh man, what a finish to the season. That's how you finish season 4, ladies and gentlemen.
That is something else. That was a race. That could be a contender for race of the season.
Well, I mean, Brazil and Abu Dhabi have been probably the best races of the season. What a way to finish. I mean, they've really gone for it the last 2 races. And yeah, this one, last week it wasn't as good because everyone kept crashing, but we only had 5 retirements today. And I reckon everyone gave it a proper good go. That is how Brazil probably should have been in the eyes of Jack, but you got your Brazil there. This is how it should have been done, and that is brilliant.
Well, it's...
And I don't think anyone's...
I feel sorry for Will.
No one's very...
But
no one's very happy about banana time.
Deserved victory, I think.
In the ILR2 chat.
I think many people will be, I think.
In the ILR2 chat, it's just going on.
Yeah. I think he gave a couple of people a broken wound. So
well, it was the last car that was refused to move out of the way.
It was that car as well. So yeah, it's
breaking the rules. So
yeah,
you're probably getting a bit of trouble for Australia next season if that is where the first race is. I don't know. So.
Yeah, I think first race is Australia, and then it finishes in Brazil.
Will says
this would be the last time ILR2.
Looks like
see it back in F1 2019, but yeah.
Will is doing an interview, he says, so we shall invite him. He wants to do an interview, which, well, is that good? Is that really? Yes.
Banana is time, did he? So it's not going to be too bad.
Well, he said in the chat he felt like crying, so is it a good idea? It's too late, so we've invited him. I mean, it's not quite the champion, but we've interviewed him once this season. Right.
Future ILR1 driver.
Right. So
Will.
you wanted an
Hello.
interview. You wanted an interview. You're getting one.
Okay.
So
Okay.
talk us through that then at the end of that race, because it never really sort of separated. You were about 2 tenths ahead the whole time. How did that feel, not being able to get the gap out?
Oh, it was shocking. I didn't know how many penalties Paco are on it, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna push like hell and just hope for the best. But yeah, Paco just kept it clean all race. I made a move after the safety car, so I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna win. But then I started driving like all willy-nilly and was getting warnings and penalties everywhere, which lost me the race. But yeah.
Well, you should
I'm happy with
certainly. You need to watch back the race. I don't know if you were quite aware what was all going on behind you, but it absolutely went just bananas. Did you see?
I was.
By the way, great
I
segue.
was-
Did you see Bananas Time? Did you see what he was doing?
No, what was he doing?
Well, he was blocking everyone. He was locked down, and he caused a lot of chaos. That'd be why it was only you, Onyx, and Paco.
I was like, oh my god, that is a massive gap.
Yeah, that's why.
And then-
Bananas Time was.
Oh.
He wasn't moving out of the way.
That's why he has 0 points. That is why.
Okay,
I
right,
did,
yeah.
I did mention about it.
There you go, Paul. You're in the chat. You're not the worst driver in ILR.
Paul, I don't smell.
But anyway, yeah. End of your
Well
season,
done,
Will. Do you think it was a good season? Do you miss ILR3 a little bit?
I do, indeed. But I'm sat here fighting at the front in ILR2, so I'm happy with that. And considering this is my first ever full season of league racing, I'm happy with wherever I finish in the championship.
Well,
Yeah, it's great
So,
experience for you. And build on for the next season.
Yeah.
so
Well,
we're
I'm gonna win.
we're gonna see a championship for you.
Okay.
Yes.
More importantly,
We are.
More importantly, are you gonna win the race for 10th? We've got to
When's
ask
that
around.
happening?
I don't know, but it's gonna happen eventually. We've got to ask around now who's gonna win it. We need to put our bets in. Obviously, the most coveted race of the year.
I was gonna say Paul, but he can barely get in the points.
Well,
no.
it's a battle for 10th. I mean, yeah, so he's out of it. I'm out of it.
I don't know who's gonna get 10th, really. But yeah.
So, but yeah, that's all to come very soon. But,
Yes,
what a
we're-
way to end season 4, ILR2.
Yeah, brilliant race, TN. I think ILR1 was a very good race as well. It's been a great race of weekend. Yes, great week of racing all round. And we're gonna have race of champions soon. We're gonna have all the sprint championships soon, and so season 4 is gonna have a bit of fun, unless we get people like Corey last year, who was actually really not happy about it. But yeah, don't get any of the sweats into the fun races because they will cry. And thank you all for watching. This has been season 4, ILR2, and that does conclude all the serious racing. And we'll see you soon for some fun racing, I guess, as well. And yeah, enjoy your break, and we'll see you for the start of season 5 in April at some point. Don't know exactly when, but anyway, yeah, safe travels. Goodbye.